Now, I can't be on here long because I got to get ready for an appointment. So, this is probably going to be max 45 minutes. But, as you're coming on, make sure you click like, subscribe to the channel, help me get through the algorithm. And yes, it's still hair in my face. Um, from but last night is a very painful night for me because I'm going through some physical problems that have nothing to do with what's going on in the election. That kind of like kept me up all night, and so taking some antibiotics. The antibiotics got me gassy. I was shedding tears last night for a different reason. It's gut health. I can't stand when I don't feel good, and I'm thinking that all of this tension had to manifest some way, but I have a doctor's appointment today, and so yeah, I was up all night pacing and going through it. It had nothing to do with the election because I was never under the delusion. I was never, I thought I didn't think that it wasn't possible. I didn't think that it was impossible for her to win. But I realized that patriarchy was in a fight for its life. Like patriarchy, white supremacy, all of those things were in a fight for their life in this battle. It wasn't just patriarchy, but it was also white supremacy because even though Kamala wasn't the ideal candidate for me to stand behind, Kamala represented um, color, she represented womanhood, she represented um, progressive thinking because she endorsed the LGBTQIA community. It was just a lot of things that our founding fathers and their good disciples, you know, um, all of these Masonic skull and bone and all that, like they were not having it. Baby, we are like this was a fight to maintain patriarchy, and you have to understand. Maybe if they would not, maybe if they would not pursue charges against him, I'm not saying that he shouldn't pay for his crimes, but maybe if he wouldn't have had the idea of him going to jail on the line, maybe if he wouldn't have had the idea, if he would not have no other choice but him going to jail, then maybe, just maybe, just maybe, like it wouldn't have been such a we gotta fight, we gotta call in all our favors, we gotta do everything we could do. Like maybe the powers that be would have let her win. So, I just think that because he did not have an opportunity, he did not have an he couldn't afford to lose this race. He could not have afforded to lose this race. We would no longer live in America had she won because America has never been a place. America has never been a place where Caucasian men, billionaires, go to prison. Like, that's not America. America doesn't send wealthy Caucasian billionaires to prison. America was founded by wealthy white men. The Constitution was written by wealthy white men. The laws in this country were written by wealthy white men. We, the people, were wealthy white men. All of the literature, all of the language was created to protect wealthy white men. And a billionaire going to prison in America? Are you shitting me? That's not even America. That's not what the founding fathers gathered in the room to see some woman with melanin sitting in the highest position in the country while a billionaire Caucasian man sits in prison. Child, this nation, and then y'all talk about this man criminal record as if he is the only criminal this nation has ever known. Like as if all of them haven't been criminals, as if all of them haven't been crooks. But he is the one that come to say, we don't have to hide no more. We don't have to be stealth with it. We don't have to be strategic with it. We could be bold, brazen, cocky, and sloppy. And guess what? Have you seen my pockets? Do you know who I am? That's what he is. That's what he represents this generation where they could be bold, brazen, cocky, and even sloppy. Yeah, I'm not keeping any stereotype alive. I'm simply stating the facts. The reason why he won the election is because no man, whether black, whether white, whether beige, did not want to see a lot of men. I'm not gonna say no men, because some men did vote for Kamala, but a lot of men was not ready to give up that power. So this is not about race baiting. This is definitely, you can't avoid the gender thing. Kamala didn't win because she was a woman. She didn't win because she was a woman. No woman, no woman could have got up in there and ran a better race than that lady did. That lady had every backing behind her. And y'all could get out there and say that the lady didn't win because people didn't get out and vote. As usual, it was the electoral college vote. She was slaughtering him in the popular vote. She was slaughtering him in the popular vote. I don't know how that changed because at some point they stopped showing the popular vote on the updates and they would only show the electoral college vote. But in the beginning, she was slaughtering him in the popular vote, and which is the people's vote. And then they started focusing on the electoral college vote. Oh, Trump got the popular vote too. Damn. He got the popular vote and the electoral college vote. And you know what should have been a sign that it was destined for him to win was when it was two attempts, allegedly, because you know, but it was two attempts on his life. And when you hear people talking and they say, Trump took a bullet for this country, and I'm not making light of it. I'm not making light of it. The man took a bullet for this country. But the man took a bullet for this country. And this is the thing. This is the thing. And I know this is gonna be hard for Democrats to hear. This is gonna be hard for Democrats to hear. Not all Democrats, but this is gonna be hard for some Democrats to hear. A lot of y'all let y'all hate for Trump blind you. You fed into the antics. You fed into Trump has mastered, because this is his second election. He's mastered setting traps. And I sat back and I watched the play. The Democrats fed into everything that Trump did. Everything that Trump did, every trap Trump set, every trap the Republican Party set, because I'm not finna make it about Trump. I'm not finna act like Trump was doing everything, because I know that he has a campaign party behind him. But every trap that the Republican Party set, the Democratic Party was like rats going after cheese. They were so focused on discrediting him, calling him criminals, calling him a convict, talking about what he's done to women, talking about what he's gonna do to trans women. They played so much into shaming him and putting him down. Meanwhile, people shooting at him, it's making him look like the martyr. It's making him look like the savior. If the Democratic Party would have focused more on talking about policy, talking about strategy, talking about how they can really change the economy, sticking to the policy, sticking to what actually is necessary, what the people actually need, instead of fear mongering and trying to make everybody, because that was the biggest strategy that I saw amongst the Democratic Party. And I'm not even a super political person. And I'm telling you, there was so much propaganda that I felt like the Democratic Party played into with Trump. And I was going to give that example last night when he talked about putting that woman in front of the firing squad and having that woman shot at. When you listen to the whole conversation, what he was saying is she loves war. She loves fighting. Well, let's set her there and see how it feels when she does it. He said that knowing, he says things knowing y'all gonna eat it up, knowing y'all gonna take it and run with it. And that's just another distraction from the actual campaign. That's just it's another distraction from the actual policies and the actual laws we need to hear about that are going to protect us. And so that's where the Democratic Party dropped the ball. And part of me feels, because you know I'm a conspiracy theorist. I haven't had a chance to watch the documentary that you sent me yet, Two Sides of the Same Coin, Aaron. But part of me feels like this is how it was supposed to go the whole time. And unfortunately, it left a whole bunch of unsuspecting Democrats who really, really believe in this system, who finally getting a chance to sit at the table, who finally getting a chance to have their voices heard on the political landscape, and who really, really believe that there's hope for this country. And my hat's off to you who can look at this nation and see hope. I don't think that America is a wasteland, and I don't think that it's the most horrible place on earth. But I do believe that there is a karma that cannot be avoided. And I think that Trump is the human embodiment and the human manifestation of that. I think that Trump may not be what the people want. Trump may not be what some of us deserve. But unfortunately, we live in America, and America deserves Trump. Y'all may not want to hear that, may not feel good, may not sit with you. But if you just really, really just be honest with yourself and think about how when you walk out your door and when you navigate your day from sun up to sundown, the kind of people that you meet, the kind of people that you engage with, how you engage with people on your job, how you engage with people in any social setting that you're in, and think about how many people you actually see that kind of remind you of Trump. If we're being honest. And when you get into wealthier spaces, when you get into spaces where people have money, the arrogance, the cockiness, the brashness, the lack of concern, the lack of empathy, how many people do you know once they reach a certain pay grade, they start giving Trump energy? And I'm sorry, we cannot get to healing. We cannot get to the other side of this if we keep putting band-aids on things. If we, all Kamala was a pacifier. I said when Biden was in office, I called his whole presidency biding time. Cause that's all y'all did. And y'all was trying to buy some more time with Kamala. But that's why when I burn that candle and when I blow out those candles, people who follow me, people who really be on this page, people who really be on this channel, y'all know what I say. Y'all know I used to say when I blew out the candle, I used to say preparing us for times that are to come. But if you notice, this whole year, I started at the end of last year saying preparing us for times that are now. And for me, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I knew he was gonna win. But I knew what it was gonna cost if he lost. And so there was no easy way. If she would have won, it would have still been bad. It was gonna still be bad. It was gonna still be casualty. It was gonna still be loss. Because they was gonna cut up. They was gonna ride for him. You think that insurrection last year was something? Oh, they was gonna cut up this year. Oh, they was gonna act ass this year. We bought some time cause he won. They ain't finna come straight out with trying to make us miserable and be mean to us. They finna be celebrating for a while. Thank you, God Goddess. Give me a second. Let me get myself... That's right, baby. Turn up. Have fun. Yay. Okay. Keep partying. Celebrate. Yay. Mm-hmm. Yes, be happy. Because if she would have won, the shenanigans would be starting now. We would have woke up to shenanigans. Believe that. You could choose to believe something else if you want to, but if she would have won, we would have woke up to shenanigans. It would have been a stain on her day of winning because it would have been sheer chaos and anarchy because they were gonna cut up because they know that he was going to jail. Oh, yes, ma'am. It would have been ugly. That's why I was not going out there to cast my vote for that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. He got vigilantes. Real vigilantes. He got real vigil. There wasn't gonna be no insurrection, no staged act. This man done got shot in front of cameras. This man is a savior to these people. This man done took a bullet. You know, that's one of the highest honors in a nation like ours that values war and the courage to. He took a bullet. They was gonna take one for him and they was gonna administer some. When you play the whole tape and you have a strategic mind, him winning gave us a little time. It gave us a little time. Y'all was so eager to get that woman in office. Y'all was blinded by ambition. Oh, we gonna have our first woman president. Okay, at what cost? Y'all worried about what's gonna happen to your health care and stuff. What about these trans and queer people that's still homeless and living on the streets? What about all these people that's living on the streets that could be disposed of and won't nobody say nothing? Y'all don't care about them, huh? Long as it ain't coming in your gated communities, huh? I know that's right. Fuck us, huh? Chill. That's why last night I didn't even go outside. I ain't even want to go outside. Baby, somebody rolled past the building that we live in and they said they was on a megaphone. We have to save America. America must be saved. Trump 2024. I mean, on a megaphone, you could hear it through the whole street. These motherfuckers took up the whole street, screaming on a megaphone. America must be saved. Trump is going to save America. He is these people's savior. Baby, he is Jesus to these people. No, ma'am. Kamala was gonna be sitting right in her, protected with her security and all that, and the rest of us who don't live in gated communities, who are not making over 100K or 200K, we was gonna be at the mercy of the vigilantes. But y'all was gonna be happy because y'all had y'all first female president, though, right? Right. That's what most of the Democrats cared about. We just want to make history, more history, because this show wasn't gonna be herstory. I think it speaks to how we aren't falling for the lies anymore. She lied a lot. We need better candidates, period. We do. We do. And I know it's about to be so many Negroes saying that the reason why he won is because nobody got out and voted. Even if he wouldn't have won the popular vote, he still would have won the electoral. You know why people stop voting? Because don't nobody believe in this anymore. I'm gonna try to say this with some thoughtfulness because I got I got friends who look like me and chosen siblings and biological siblings who look like me who are really invested in this American system and who get out and work and who are going to college and and they just trying to do what they want to fit in. They don't want to feel like they letting community down. Everybody else is excited about getting out the vote. Everybody else is excited, so they want to be a part of that. They want to be a part of that. But the unfortunate part about that is y'all call me delusional as a trans person. You're being delusional. You're not dealing in reality. Y'all are not dealing in reality. I thought I was the delusional one. Y'all are not dealing in reality. The reality is the electoral college vote decides who wins. The reality is that this is a patriarchal society. The reality is that what was hanging on the line was a white man billionaire going to prison while a woman with melanin sat in the Oval Office. Y'all not dealing with reality. The reality is that this nation was founded by wealthy white men. Even during the Reconstruction era, they handpicked the kind of Negroes they wanted to use to rebrand how we saw ourselves as black people. And so we've had a lot of bought and sold Negroes at the helm of our movement since the conception of this nation. And a lot of y'all don't want to be honest about that because you just want your seat at the table. You just want to make sure that your family is okay. You just want to make sure that your children are okay. But the path to liberation, the path to justice is not paved with lollipops and cotton candies and rosebuds, baby. It's paved with tears and blood. And a lot of y'all have been trying to avoid that path. It's paved with thorns, tears, and blood. And you could keep trying to dodge that path, You could keep trying to dodge it. That's what they're counting on. But the ones that Trump got behind him, the Democrats and the Republicans not built alike. Cause those Republicans, they ready for the tears, the thorns, and the blood. Y'all, we just need to vote. We just need to get out there and vote, y'all. That ain't never worked in America. Just doing the right thing. Okay, keep doing that. Keep believing that. And see how it work out for you in America, where your ancestors was made into chattel slaves and prisoners of war. Where your ancestors was dressed up like peacocks during the Reconstruction era, and they was set and they sat up in those big white fancy buildings with those fancy clothes on, and they helped to create laws that further oppressed women. But you keep telling yourself that this gonna be the path to liberal. You keep highlighting that, making that the most beautiful era of history. You keep on doing that. Keep on. You go on here. You got that. You got this. And that's what I was just saying. T420. That's what I was saying earlier. Like they took the bait. When I tell you the biggest argument that you heard for why Trump shouldn't be elected, he's a criminal. He's a convicted felon. He grabbed a woman's vagina. You know, I am not trying to sound empathy. I'm not trying to sound like I don't have empathy, because I do. I have been sexually assaulted. I have had the R word done to me multiple times, and this is why I can be realistic about it. Do you know how many women get sexually assaulted? Do you know how many women get the R word done to them in this country and nobody cares? It hurts when you see it in your face, don't it? It hurts, don't it? To really have to eat that. To really have to sit with that. To really just have to lay with that, don't it? I'ma tell you like they said in Kingdom Come. What Tony Braxton told Jada Pinkett, chew the gum, baby. Chew the gum and let it soothe you. It's time for us to get our any male come for me spirit. When Whoopi Goldberg stood up to the mister in Color Purple. First I'ma need you to chew the gum though. And let it soothe you. Cause right now it's not the time to act. Chew the gum, baby. In Kingdom Come, when she told her chew the gum, get you a piece of gum and chew it and sit your ass down somewhere. Chew the gum so you can think, baby. Some fruits, some vegetables, whatever it is, it could be your gum. But chew the gum, baby. If you need to smoke a blunt, chew the gum, baby. Whatever you need. Somebody must be smoking in their room. Because somebody alarm done went off. But whatever you need, honey, chew the gum, baby. I hope they cut that off. Because that's messing with my timeline. Bitch, I hope that ain't mean we gotta leave out the building. What the hell? Y'all Y'all not gonna cut that off. That's just y'all just normalizing this shit. Look at that sunrise. That is so beautiful. Yeah, I think this noise is working my nerves though. Let me put my headphones on. 'Cause, I don't think it's no fire because ain't nobody else running up out of this hole. Yeah. Do that sound better? Like, is it that loud to y'all still? Thank you. I really hope they don't start rioting. I'm hearing people saying if you're going to protest, then wear a mask. I agree. We need a cleanse. Do and you know I don't like to say it out loud. I don't like to say it out loud because the unfortunate part of that is you never know what that's gonna look like. You never know who we gonna lose in the cleanse. Is it gonna be somebody close to us? Is it gonna be us? So we don't know who it's gonna be. Not real impact at all. They wouldn't be an American. They might try to end him again. That's gonna be crazy. Oh, okay. So the attempts may not have stopped, huh? We knew he was going to win. Kamala has not been doing anything but performing, and that's the thing. Like people wasn't paying no attention. Like the Democrats was not focused on. They was just like they thought this was gonna be another Obama. They thought people was gonna be so happy. What Obama used to say? Yes, we can. They thought this was gonna be another one of them moments. They thought it was gonna be a yes, we can. They thought it was gonna be yes, she was gonna, have the celebrities get Beyonce to endorse her, and she was going, yes, honey, it's all the single ladies, and yes, and this ladies night. Hey, that's what they thought was gonna happen. Girl, no ma'am. We need to talk about the issue. Why you think she was the better candidate? He's Superman to them. I don't think they said that. It gives stage tease. What you talking about the shooting at what cost? I hope. I honestly just wanted a better energy in the world. That man is demonic. But and see, that is the problem with how the Democrats were thinking. Because to me, all of them are. Donald is just more cocky. So to me, all of them are. Right now, we got a grace period because they won. Bitch, they celebrating. They ain't worried about y'all right now. They ain't worried about taking y'all rights and harming y'all right now. Right now. But if Kamala would have won, it probably would have been different. And the wealthy Democrats were setting y'all up because they was gonna go hide in the corner and mind their business while the purge happened. The ones who had money to hide up in their big houses, off in the suburbs and off away from the shenanigans. Those of us who have to just, walk to the grocery store and sit at the bus stop and all that, we was the ones that was gonna be the casualties and the collateral damage. But y'all was Let's vote for Kamala. Okay. All right then. Kamala said it herself. She's here for the middle class. She ain't say nothing about the ones that's minimum wage or living below the poverty line. And guess what? That would have been the first ones to get plucked. The motherfucking the motherfucking George Floyd's. The women who in her house cooking her food and she say in the name of Jesus and then get shot down. The Amirs, the those people, the Trayvon Martins, you out walking to the store getting your drink. Them the ones that they would have got together. While our gatekeepers would have been somewhere hiding, talking about Kamala. Then Kamala would have got up with her silk press, and she would have said, "We will not stand by in this great nation of America and see our black brothers and sisters be shot down in the streets like dogs. We will put into legislation a policy that will protect those who are most vulnerable in times like this." Now, notice that I didn't say black people, because that's how they get you. They start changing words around. And y'all would have been, she she would have stood there with her fresh makeup, her sickening suit, and her silk wrap, and she would have gave, "We as the American people will not stand for these acts against our disenfranchised communities. And we will put policies in place to let them know that this is unacceptable." And y'all would have been, "Whoa! Who run the world? Girls, who run the world? Girl." This she would have had Beyonce to come out and sing the song, and y'all would have forgot about all us that got killed. Really? That's what we doing? Chill. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. I'm serious. We gotta stop. It has always been full of shit. I don't care who win. They gonna do what they want to do anyway. This the truth. Grand Rising Gemini gang, laughing my ass off. Reconstruction era was a giant spell. Exactly. Exactly. You ain't gonna never get none of them. You ain't gonna never get none of them Negroes to admit that. But just imagine what type of Negro you had to be to sit up in Congress fresh out of slavery. Fresh out of slavery. It's giving me that those were the black people who owned slaves. That's what it's giving me. Also, people as a whole were out of touch with everyday issues of his diverse base, who keeps quiet during the storm but show their true colors with their votes. That's right. They did not entertain the shenanigans like the Democrats did. They sit there and they watched how the Democrats drug him. Like, even if Trump is a monster, even if Trump is a demon, even if Trump is all those things, what did Michelle Obama say? When you go low, we go high. Don't entertain those shenanigans. Stay the course. Focus on your mission and what you're working on. Don't start slinging mud with this man. It's like they use Kamala to give him a better chance of winning. It was like she was a strategy to help him win. I couldn't believe the commercials that she endorsed. We expected it from Trump. We already knew how he was coming. Not you getting in the ring slinging mud with this nigga. Literally no one be caring. They coming to get you. Shut up, Brave. Chill, let me tell you something. Baby, they ain't finna get me just yet. The- that's nice. You good. Keep going. That's not that loud. It's not that loud. Okay. Yeah, well, it stopped now. Give us the tea. I wish she went on Joe Rogan podcast. That would have helped her a lot. Child, I think Joe Rogan would have tried to light into her. I thought she was going to win. It would have been scary if she would have. Because, like Beautiful Brain said, it would have been a purge. We could say it now that he won. We could say it now, but it was in the back of all of our minds and in the bottom of all of our hearts. I knew she wasn't going to win after the hurricane, how Hurricane Helene was handled. Child, when he took that bullet, I was like, they done gave him martyr status. I guess is no lesser evil, huh? Just different kinds of evil, but not lesser. Because my belief is that she was gonna, like, America was gonna get sold off easier under her administration. They fighting right now, like it's gonna be oppressed regardless. We gonna have masters regardless, but they like, no, this gonna be in house. Motherfuckers not finna be coming in here from overseas running this shit. Cause if she would have got office, I think that's what was gonna happen. I think outside forces were gonna come in and take over. I think that we were gonna be taken over. But I think with him, there is a good chance that they could keep America together so that we could just have our same old, white men oppressors and wealthy black elitist oppressors. Like, just keep the oppression in house. Keep it in the family. Not global oppression, huh? So, like, because the dollar is really, really stressed out right now. I love how some Democrats are like, we need to rebel like France, but what the six people, ain't that what the J6 people did? I heard I grew up in a middle class family, probably 62 times, right? How the bullet missed twice after two attempts. LOL. It was staged. But baby, them people believe it with all their hearts and souls. Them people believe it with all their hearts and souls. When I tell you that the first time he got shot, I was like, damn. The second time, it was like, hmm. Then I heard there was a third time. I was like, Donald putting in their root work, stage work, or something. Ooh, I don't know if it's the dark side of the Gemini in me, but I would have staged that shit. The Pew Pew Deaf, the Pew Pew Deaf gave theater. I'm not about to sit up here and do all this with y'all. So I gotta wrap it up because I got a doctor's appointment soon, and I want to make me some coffee. I want to make me some Rise coffee. But baby, I dreamed about snakes and people getting eaten by snakes last night. I had all kind of, I'm telling you. And I just want to say, check on your people today, because a lot of them are not good. A lot of them believed in this. A lot of them thought that she was about to be their female Obama. Check on your people today. Check on your people. Check on your people. Check on yourself and check on your people. And remember to light your candles to prepare us for times that are now because we are living in Trump Nation. Y'all already know this man finna try not to have to leave office until he die. He trying to go out in a casket. So yeah, we get ready. Wake up, all you people, it's time to live a new way. Maybe then they'll listen to what we have to say. Na 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 na. Oh, you know I know the words. The world won't get no better if we just let it be. Na 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 na. The world won't get no better. We gotta change it, fam. Just you and me. Hey, hey, hey. Now take that energy with you. And don't let this Trump stuff get you down. Because, baby, we been in the mud. They never cared about this. What's new? Now we know it. And knowing is half the battle. Down but down that I say cool, it keeps spinning and turning Iangani, Iyanko, Kalukalo, which means I am a child of God goddess. And if I am, you know you are. Bound and round, both circle and square. We too speak life, so operations beware. Sending healing to those in despair, El Babosoa, which means we come in peace, but we ready to sling that peace. No harm to any. Lilim. Lila. Y'all have a beautiful day and I'm going to check in with y'all later. Take care and be safe.